All right, guys. Hi there, and welcome back. It's Finish It Friday, episode 69. I had internet problems, so let's go ahead. We have our pieces out here. When I lost my internet connection before, we were talking about how we were going to crinkle up this piece of cardstock. This is our bottom piece that we're going to do. We just want to get a little texture in on that, just because I want to not do a background. I want to let the DSP and the layers really provide the visual interest. Okay, so we have that so far. Then what we're going to do is I'm going to grab, you can see here that we have like Tahitian Tide, we have Orchid Opulence, we have a little bit of a pink, but I'm not going to use that, and we have the green. So I'm going to grab those markers from over here. So we have Orchid Opulence, we have Garden Green, and we have, Tahitian Tide and Orchid Oasis. I always say Orchid Opulence. That is not a current stamp set. So sorry. So let's mimic my DSP from here. So what we're going to do is I'm drawing right on this glass mat, kind of mimicking how this looks here. You know what? Maybe I'll put one little small line of a pink in there. Let me figure out, do I want to, let's get Flirty Flamingo. Let me get out my spritzer bottle. Let's just put one small line in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to, let me get these out of the way here. Going to spritz on there. I'm going to put a lot of water on there because I want it to be really watered down. Then we're going to take our little piece here and we're going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of drop it like that. I don't think I'm going to get much blue in there. We're going to lift it up, see what it looks like. I'm going to go back up here to where that blue is, kind of mix it in, and then let's go ahead and just drag some color on the side there. All right, so there's my little piece. Let's see. There. All right, let me go ahead and grab out, sorry, this is near where my microphone is. Let's grab off all of that water and ink off of the glass mat. And let's just go ahead. We'll leave this over here for a second just to dry. We could take out the heat gun, but we're not going to because, of course, that gets to be loud. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and put down our strip like this, and we're going to lay our piece over there. So let's go ahead. I'm going to grab out my Stampin' Seal. And I want to leave just a little bit. Let me go ahead, make sure I'm opening this up right. I don't want to do it upside down. I'm going to put it right here along that line. And I'm going to put this right along that line so I know it's somewhat straight. Because if you guys know me, I don't usually do anything very straight. All right. And, ooh, I had a little bit of water still on there. That'll dry. So we're going to go ahead and go like that. This, I am going to go ahead and use, ooh, that was a weird noise. Use it here just so we can lightly put this down. I think I want to bring it down a little bit. I don't want to cover up too much of the green, but I want some of that purple to show through too. So let's go ahead and put that down there. Let's see how, oh, this is feeling pretty dry already because I want to stamp on here. If it's too wet, it's going to bleed. So I'm going to trust, and let me bring out, let's see, me bring out microfiber cloth, and on the back, just go like this. I think a lot of that moisture is out of it. It hasn't been sitting out very long, and we did put a lot of water down, but I think we're going to be okay to stamp on it. I think we're going to be fine. So let's go ahead. Let me put that towel back. So I am going to be using this greeting from Perennial Postage. Can't remember. Yeah, I did do a video on this. Couldn't remember if I did a video on this or not. So let's go ahead. One right now. I'm really close. Sorry, I'm really close to my microphone. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, so let's go ahead. What is nice is that you can see here, I can't tell if that's really, because if my label's on straight or not. So what's nice is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, oops, get that lined up. What I think is straight on the mat. I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to get a bigger block. Sorry. Get a bigger block. I did that wrong. Alright, let me just line it up. I want to try to get it straight on the block. Lining up with that line down there. Because what's also nice about this mat is you can go ahead. I'm going to line it up with a line there, and we're going to see how straight it looks. You can see that it's dipping down just a little. So I know that when I go to stamp, I want it to be just a little up higher on that side. So you see that there? All right. I'm just going to go like that instead of getting out that cloth again. So let's go ahead, line this up on the lines, but I'm going to tilt that just a little bit. So we see that's how it worked on the other one. So here's straight, just a little tiny bit up. Oh, look how straight that is. It's pretty good for me. I'm usually not a very straight person. So now I could go ahead and do tape on here, do this, but you even have some curvature of that paper because it was wet. I'm going to put this over here just in case there's any little wet spots still possibly on my glass mat. Let's put these on. Take these off. And we're going to put it on. This is a very small, I think when I crinkled it that I really kind of took away some of that framing. So here's that right now. Because you know me, gotta love the dragonflies, and I'm not sure. I was going to look before I got on this morning to see if these were back in stock yet or not. So this is the adhesive back dragonflies and birds. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to put a bird right there, but then I'm going to put, you know me, my dragonflies. Now, does that look a little stark? I think it does. You could always go in and add some texture with a marker, just like little dots or that. I'm going to leave it the way it is. I like the simplicity of it. If I had thought ahead, maybe I could have used, oh, let me show you this set. I don't know. Oops, I caught on a bird there. Just a second. Don't need any of my birds to fly off my page. I don't know if you guys have seen this on the online exclusives. I probably should have. Oh, there you go. I had one stuck on the outside of it. Must have been using it. There's of art and texture. This is on the online exclusives. If I had thought about this, I could have done that because it looks kind of like a sun. I could have done that as a Versamark background on there, but I didn't think about it ahead of time. All right, So here's the card for today. Very simplistic. Nice thing about these is they're so flat that they're not going to add the height that the dimensionals did. And even with the dimensionals, I still think you could get it through the post office without having to use that extra, surcharge on it for being too thick. So there's the one we just did now. Let me show you the two other examples I did. This one, I was using up some of that old cardstock. This is from, I can't even think of the name now. It was on clearance for a while. Anyway, nice little winter scene. Added, I know these have been retired for a while, but I still love them. Added the snowflake, added some of those flat adhesive back pearls. And I did texture on the layer. So I'm sorry, yes, that I used a lot of retired products there, or products that, have a hair. Products that were on the clearance rack for a while, but there's plenty of things out there that you can substitute and be very close to. And then again, here's this, I must have hit my little doodads there. They're all out of line. So this is from the Sparkling Soda online exclusive. So I haven't really used the soda cans too much. I've been using the fruit a lot. I love the fruit. Use that background, stamp the bubbles with Versamark. This is the Splatter 3D embossing folder. I don't know if you can see that. Stamp that and then did the marker flicking. That is really, I really had those off. Look at that. That's really off. I think I just made it worse. Okay, anyway. So that's that card there. All right. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for joining me. Give me a thumbs up. Make sure you share this video on your social media or with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. Most of all, have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.